Today's artist of the day, Jadon-Li. Hello everyone, how are we all doing today? Hope all is well with you. We are back with another video. How are you? It's been a few days since I uploaded. I apologize. I had planned to do the same thing where I upload for scheduled for the week, but life happened and I got really tired. So I was only able to upload a few videos this week, but we are back home from college yet again. With another artist from NSEG. I'm debating if I should just split these videos, like they're gonna be a part of the artist of the day, but I'm debating if I should just have a separate playlist for NSEG for as long as I'm with them. And I'm thinking about starting a series with my own journey to with NSEG. Let me know if you guys think I should do that. Jadon-Li is one of the CEs, an artist, a singer, songwriter. I haven't heard a lick of his music, but I've seen him in a rehearsal enough to kind of get the style he goes for. He has a very good range, good voice control from what I've heard, and really solid stage presence in terms of when he gets into especially at week 2 with his performance. I don't know what song he performed. It might have been unreleased, but I guess we'll see. Where he just got in the zone and he was able to really work on the method acting character. So it was really dope to see. He was on the upper echelons of the list of CEs. So I really am looking forward to see what exactly he has to represent. For those of you new to Artist of the Day and don't know how this works, pretty much, hello, I am Darkside. Lovely to meet you. How are you doing? Or Michael, whatever works for you. We pretty much take a new artist, upcoming artist, for whatever genre, listen to 3 to 5 songs from them, talk about what we like, talk about what we don't like, and then at the end we give them a rating and my overall thoughts on them as an artist. If you want to check out any of Jadon-Li's music in its entirety without me screaming like a lunatic over it or talking over it, I will leave a link down to his Instagram and his link tree. Be sure to go support him. Go give him a follow. He's super talented from what I've seen so far, and I expect some good stuff here. And while you're down there, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Please share these videos. We're getting more and more subscribers each day, so thank you guys for the support. And if you're new here, subscribe. I try to upload daily as much as possible to offer you new artists to see each day. We also do a whole bunch of other videos, but there's a bunch of series, so if you just subscribe and come watch, I'm sure you'll find something funny. And if you're one of those people who wants to gatekeep upcoming artists, this is like the gold mine for you. This is the area you need to be at, because I upload and I review constant artists, and we are building the brand of many people. So feel free to stop on by and collect yourself some new songs, if nothing else. And please be sure to share these videos, because more eyes on the videos means more eyes on the artist, and that's the end goal. That being said, the first song we'll listen to is called Stranded 2, featuring Isaac Downing. Don't know who that is. I'm liking where this is going. Oh yeah, hyper pop. Okay. I like this. This is groovy. Ooh, it's Isaac? Okay. This is tight. You gotta raise the roof on this one. Ooh, wait. Can we appreciate that descending go? I want to appreciate that real quick. That's hard. Okay, first song was actually really solid. I enjoy that. That's for sure. Going on the play. The beat's light and fun. It has a lot of bounce to it. It did seem a bit quiet in comparison to both their voices. Just a bit. I would love it to have more and allow it to blend with their voices more. I think it would have gave it more pop. But overall, solid work. While Jadon-Li offers a very solid performance, Isaac Downing really just steals the show on this one. His harmonies are tighter. I think he showcases range, but more when they're both. The chemistry is evident for sure. I believe. I think they both feed off each other really well. I think Jadon-Li sets a really solid tone, and then Isaac just kind of just takes off from there. Really, really great vocals. I just feel like either the beat didn't demand a stronger performance out of Jaden, or he could have really just expanded his range because he seems very comfortable with the certain runs. I would love to see him like actually expand it. But maybe we'll get that in other songs. Next track is called "Pick Up the Phone." This say next stop Planet Rock? Huh? Oh, he on his Pink Panther shit. Okay, let's get busy. Let's talk heavy. This the one. This the one right here. This is tight. Come on, bro. He's just so intimate, man. This is bouncy. That mic is hot, boy. God damn. He's flowing really well on this. I don't know how I feel about that autotune part, but it works at the same time. It's like dream pop shit, man. The effects and the ambiance of that song is really, really tight. The intro and the outro are really, really cool, really unique. Gives a very like galactic, space, dreamy type of vibe. Beat is tight. Beat is simple. It works. It's a groove. Melodies are catchy. I like the certain parts that he played with his voice more. I would love to see him do that more. Honestly, for it to be a 3-minute song and like for the instrumental not to really build that much and for him to really kind of keep the same tone, I think works against him. While the song is good, it can come a bit stale, especially since the mixing on his voice. The mic is hot as hell. Like and you know, but I love when he did when the part of the song where he's singing and then his backing vocals just transition to literally, if you just brought some of that down and incorporated more, I think that really brought out the effect he was going for. I also would have loved to see this song actually have like an arrival moment. Like they really kind of just felt like it started and it kind of kept the same tone, and maybe once it would like bump up a little, but it would never actually go to a certain direction. And I understand not every song's meant to be like a big explosive moment. I'm well aware of that. This is more of a low-key, dreamy, you know, some shit that you would hear kind of on TikTok, which I see there's a sped up version up there, which I know that probably slaps sped up. But I think more elements either from the production that would have complemented his low-key style or expanding his and putting more oomph into his performance would have probably made this more engaging, since it can just by the 2-minute mark it does pretty much sound the same. Pretty much it runs on. It just sounds like we'll keep listening to the same thing, but it's not terrible at all. Like, I'm putting that on the playlist regardless. Next track is called Potential. This is tight. I love the low end part. It's really dope. Ooh. Bring that string synth pad back. Hold up. Bring that back. That was tight.
Watching the whole world of intermission, but all we missing is the loving and the kissing. Ain't worried about your past. I'm done with the reminiscing. It's not that I'm flying with you, baby. I know them fellas didn't treat you right, but I can show you, baby, if I have a night. Don't worry about you. Love me, tell me that you want me. But I'm alone anyway, and it's okay.
That song's okay. That song was solid work. The atmosphere that was created was good. In his defense, that song is 2021, off his 2021 album Potential. Atmosphere was good. We're kind of staring at the actual like fundamentals of what he would later build upon. A lot of good stuff. The beat has this good Latin tropical, dark atmospheric vibe to it. The low keyness of it is not, and the subtlety of it is not bad at all, but it struggles to build anywhere, like a direction anywhere. I'm not seeing enough variation to justify one being 4.5 minutes, and there's not enough going on to keep it engaging for the 4.5 minutes. It comes very stale and redundant really fast. And while again I can appreciate the talent on the end, the rap verse was a good switch up. Again, it was mixed up. It wasn't mixed at all in the slides. The levels made no sense because everything else was so quiet, and then his verse sounds really, really hot, like really, really right here. The bouncing isn't consistent, and while the instrumental's good, his pacing is really solid, and you know, I don't think he's maximizing his voice to the highest extent, in my opinion, so far. Next track is titled "Party's Over" featuring Des. Call me if you get lost. No, I'm kidding. I'm just
Party all night until it feels right. Turn the music up, put that cup in my cup. Let's get away. Loving myself, forget everybody else. Doing it all alone, so please don't.
ooh. I'm liking the waviness of this actually. Like he needs to do that more. That I like that. Do that more. Okay, that's talk heavy. Yeah, hit it with the shoulders. It's all, it's all on the shoulders, baby. Yeah. I feel like he has a little bit of a Billie Eilish, like a good amount of Billie Eilish influence. Nothing wrong with it. I hear the way he tapers certain notes and the effect, the way those songs are structured. They're structured kind of like a Billie Eilish song a little bit. That's okay. No, the runs are wavy. I'm like, it's growing on me. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me hold it back. That's tight. That song was better. It was really, I like there's elements of it I really liked. Like the parts where he's like, you know, riffing, he's singing more. That he needs to do that more. That adds like an element of him actually showcasing his voice, because he clearly shows that he can sing. He shows that he can actually taper his voice well, shape it well. But the fact that he's, you know, keeping it so low key under here, I think he's sacrificing, you know, the maximization of his entire vocal range. It had a lot more waviness, a lot more bounciness to it. I believe him and Des really feed off each other really well. The themes of, you know, the party's over stuff. It kind of has like the beat sounds like a Weeknd song, but it's structured like a Billie Eilish song, and he's kind of has the different atmospheres working together in tandem. It's really interesting and actually kind of works really well. And while it was more engaging, I don't think it was engaging enough to justify, again, a 4.5 minute song. But the elements that were used, like he played with the highs and the lows more, mixing was kind of but it wasn't terrible on this one. So yeah, this is definitely a pick-me-up. And the final song we listened to is called Love Like Them. Okay, I have to say, I was going to say it for the end, but I have to say it. Jadon, I don't know if you're watching, right? I know you don't know me from Adam, right? But I'm just here to tell you, after listening so far from this and hearing you perform live, you do not need this much auto-tune on your voice. It makes you sound sloppy. You are way more talented and have way better vocal range. You do not need a bunch of drowned out auto-tune on your voice. That's for people like me who can't sing worth a damn. You You have great vocal range, good vocal presence, the fullness, the resonance, the vibratos are solid. The fact that someone, I don't know, you or someone, whoever convinced you that you needed that much autotune, has lied. They're lying to you. Oh yeah, I like that. I like that.
Let your body hop off till they take it all off till you don't need no wheels, baby. Show me how you ride. Look at real pretty cannibal, baby. Go when they go and just watch what we take.
He's rapping. Oh my.
I be getting mechanical.
That flow was tight. He has good, when he plays with his voice, he actually comes out really effective. I like that a lot. Solid. Solid work. I actually would love to see him with like some Travis Scott Utopia level production. Like, that would actually be pretty dope in my opinion. But that song was alright. The song was solid, had a good groove. The rap part was really tight. Really dope. I didn't expect that out of him. He really had some great breath control because he kept just going 90 miles an hour, and then it had a good type of like flow, tightness of it. Liked it, enjoyed it. Again, his voice was driving out an autotune. Doesn't need that. It might need a touch up at max, but it makes it sound very kind of like a little bit sloppy. You can kind of hear the imperfections in the autotune, and where it doesn't sound purposeful. It sounds very messy. Narratively, really solid work, and I think it's all right. But again, it's a lot more, definitely the most engaging out of the 3 songs we heard off the album. All right, that was Jadon-Li. How am I feeling about him as a artist overall? I'm not going to lie. I try to be as honest and as transparent as possible. I was expecting more. I really was. I was expecting more out of it. He's not terrible by any stretch. Let me start by that. He's not terrible by any stretch. Fundamentally, from what I've heard, just on the song-wise, I think is really good. I'm not judging too harshly off his older stuff because, again, a lot can change in 2 years. I'm a walking testament of that. With the 3 songs we listen to as the older stuff, we kind of stare into the Peachtree disc of his history for him and kind of see the fundamentals of what he was built off of, which was solid vocals, great cadences. Lyrically is pretty solid as well. Narratively, talking about love, talking about fun, promiscuity, all that good stuff. And then you pick up to the 2 songs that are his most recent releases. Pick Up the Phone and Stranded 2, which are a lot tighter in production, but still suffer from the same issues as kind of the others. In short, I do not believe Jadon-Li is maximizing his vocal range and using his ability to sing to his strengths. I believe he has great tone. I believe he has great cadence. He has great atmospheric production around him at times. But they're so simplistic and so dark that his subtle delivery becomes stale because there's not enough variations for it. I believe it was, which song was it? It was Party's Over, where he started actually singing more melodically over his verses and over the refrains. That actually adds a color that I would love to see him do. He always kept his voice here, and he never brought it out. Kind of the same thing with what I did with the Noah review, which is I don't know if it's the production that's holding him back or if it's him, but I hear in his voice he has the ability to really just skyrocket and while keeping the same low-keyness and the same darkness and character that he's building, he could still have those moments where he just really expands his voice, and the layers are solid as well, and he has a good ear for what makes a good song structured. I just would love to see him expand that more. A lot of his pitfalls also come from production-wise as too. The mixing is all over the place on a lot of these songs. The mic is really hot at moments, then really quiet at other times. But that's more on the older cuts. The production's tighter on the other 2. But again, everything is just still so. It's still, we start here, we end here, and we didn't really change that much. And I think that fights against him, especially when you have songs that go for longer times. Pick Up the Phone, which sounds like Pink Panthers type of song. Again, I like it. I like it a lot. he could have really made that like a more moments in there, either from the production side or again from him. And I think it would benefit him to see him showcase more of his ability, definitely in the upper range, but most definitely just more change with his voice, because the production can only do so much. And if you're trying to really tell a story and really captivate an audience and really captivate emotion from people, those variating moments is what people will remember the most. I'm feeling a strong 5 to a light 6 on this one. If you guys want to check out any of the songs we heard in their entirety, I will leave a link down below to his music and his link tree and his Instagram. Both of those. Be sure to go check him out because he's super freaking talented, and there's a lot of good songs I actually have heard out here, and there's a lot of great stuff. And him live, I actually enjoy a lot as well. I want him to, honestly, he needs to release more, if anything. He just needs to release more, because when he releases more if he's performing how I see him in rehearsals, he's about to shake some shit, like, really honestly. While you're down there, like, comment, subscribe. Be sure to share these videos, man, because this really helps with the artists I review, and it really helps their platform grow, and really helps build them up, and that's always the end goal of this. So you guys actually sharing these videos and watching them, like, again, my Rocky Chapman video is one of my top 10 most viewed. It's at like 120, I want to say, and he's gotten a little bit more traction. Again, I'm not the biggest platform in the world, but you can fix that by subscribing and liking the video. Be sure to also stream my new song, Not a Word, out on all platforms. On Spotify, we reached 442 streams the last time I checked, which is really awesome because it was released 22 days ago at the time of this recording. This is the 23rd. Yeah, it was released on September 1st. Thank you guys. It's been my most streamed song on, like, my personal song on Spotify. I want to get that to 1,000. So it's on all platforms. Be sure to go check it out everywhere. But please, 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 and thank you. Today's artist of the day is Jadon-Li. Stay safe. Take care of yourselves. Stay hydrated. Love y'all. Bye-bye.